Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today we are doing a book haul. So I looked back at my channel and I realized that I have not done a book haul at all so far this year. So I do have a bigger stack than I thought originally, but like always, these are mostly, if not all, books that I have already read, that I have bought either secondhand, I get a lot of my books secondhand, or have gotten in because I'm going to see the authors at signings this year. That's what I'm trying to like stick to pretty much, is only buying books for authors that I'm going to see this year or books that are like all-time favorites. So I do have quite a few books, like I said, to share with you, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So the first couple that I have are, I just got actually I think yesterday. My library was having their semi-annual, they have it twice a year, a library sale, and I got a couple of books there. So the first one that I got is this very cute edition of Pride and Prejudice, with the ribbon and the gilded edges, and I just think it's so cute. And I've said multiple times on my channel that I collect editions of Pride and Prejudice, so I liked this one a lot. And then I got some historicals. Historicals are pretty much the only ones that I get that I haven't read already, because a lot of my historicals I buy because of the step backs and I have like no intention of actually reading them, or they are really cheap. So I got this one of Waiting for a Scot Like You by Eva Lee. I have read this and actually really enjoyed it, and I didn't have a copy, so I grabbed this one. Then I grabbed this, The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie by Jennifer Ashley. I already have this, but I grabbed this copy because it's in much better condition than mine, and I will donate my copy because it is a lot more beat up than this. And I have read and loved this book. And then I got two for the step back. So I got this one, which is When Angels Fall by Megan McKinney. And it's this really, really beautiful step back. And then I got this one, which is Vanity by Jane Feather. And it had this really, really interesting step back. So those were the only historicals that I got. And then at that same library sale, I found this original, like old edition. This is the old cover of Lick by Kylie Scott. This is the first book in the Stage Dive series. I actually really enjoy the Stage Dive series. I think the third one is my favorite. I think it's called Lead. But I didn't mind this one, and it's a accidental marriage in Vegas with a famous rock star. And so it was $1, and I was like, ooh, that's fun. I'm gonna get it. Even though the cover is like very early 2000s, early 2010 looking. Okay, then I got this edition of Jane Austen's 4 novels, and it has Pride and Prejudice in it. That's why I got it. It's Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Emma, and Persuasion. So I grabbed this one just to add to my Pride and Prejudice shelf, also from a library sale. Okay, that is it for the books that I got at library sales. Now we have books that I've gotten, that I bought myself or gotten as gifts or are book box special editions. So the first one that I have is this one, which is Sicko by Amo Jones. This one, it was a Hello Lovely box edition. I believe it was their winter box, the Amo Jones box. So I am really happy that it was Sicko that was in the box. It's the only Amo Jones books that I've read, only Amo Jones book that I've read and that I loved. So I'm really happy to have this edition. Then I have the Mystic Box editions of When Heroes Fall and When Villains Rise. I, at the time, was not a Mystic Box subscriber. I am now. I haven't gotten my own first box yet. My first box, I think, will be Amo Jones. I think my first box will be Amo Jones. But I was not a subscriber, and I love this duet. And so Monica from Pardon This Book Addict actually gifted me these editions. So thank you so much again, Monica. But I really love them. So it's the black and the red. I do think that they're very pretty and the edges are so nice, so I'm very happy to have them. Okay, next one that I have was from Catherine Cowles, and that is Whispers of You. I read and absolutely loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. It was one of my first 5 stars of the year because I think this book came out in January. But I love this. It's a romantic suspense, second chance, would highly, highly recommend. And I love Catherine Cowles covers. Honestly, she has some of the best covers that I've seen on any romance recently. So love that. Oh, I lied. There's one more from a library sale, and that is another classic. It's this very pretty edition of To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I did not own a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird, and when I saw this one, it was 50 cents. I just wanted to grab it. It has these like deckled edges and just kind of looks very old and classic looking. So I added to my classic shelf. Okay, then we have this one, which is Jasper Vale by Devney Perry. I read this one. I had pre-ordered this book in a Barnes & Noble when there was like 20% off Barnes & Noble pre-orders. So I had gotten this one, and then when it came out, I got it. And I read this one. Was not my favorite in the series. I think I gave it 3 stars. But a big Devney Perry fan, and she also has really, really beautiful covers. So I'm still happy to have it. All right, then I got this copy of Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed. I am so happy that Rachel Reed is having print copies of her books now. This series was originally only digitally published. It was not physically published, and so it was finally able to get a physical copy. It's finally been physically published, and so I can have Shane and Ilya on my shelf. I love this book. It's an hockey romance, and I would highly recommend it. The next 2 I got because they were really, really cheap on Amazon one day for some reason, and because I'm going to see Pippa Grant at 2 signings. She's going to be at 2 signings that I'm going to be at this year, both at Wild and Windy in the City in Chicago and at Book Bonanza. And so I got these ones, which are her first 2 books in the, what is this series called? Tickled Pink. I think it's just called the Tickled Pink series. It's small town. And they're billionaire romances. They're very rom-com-y. I love Pippa Grant's books when I'm not feeling well. I just think that her books are hilarious. They are incredibly over the top, and they go very far beyond what you think they're gonna go to, and they're always very outlandish plots. And when I am just having a bad day or not feeling well, they're perfect for me. And I just like laugh, and I'm just like going with the flow of this like absolutely bonkers plot lines. So I really want to meet Pippa Grant when I go to the signings, and so I wanted to have some things for her to sign, so I grabbed these. All right. The next 2 that I have are both Lucy Score books. So I got Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. I actually haven't read this book yet, but I got this when I went to the signing in New York City for her tour stop for this book. I went to the Barnes & Noble in New York City where they were having a signing, and so I got it signed by Lucy Score, and that was so fun. I think this book is so pretty, and I'm nervous to read it because I do know that it's gotten mixed reviews, but I loved the first book, so I'm really, really hoping that I like this one too. And then the other Lucy Score book that I got is this one, which is Fall into Temptation, which is part of her Blue Moon series. And I ordered this on Amazon because I was going to the Lucy Score signing, and they said you could bring up to 5 books from home, and it didn't get delivered in time, and so it was unfortunately not signed. But I will see Lucy Score at Book Bonanza, so I'll probably bring this book with me. I love this book. It's a single mom and small town with the mayor of the small town, and it's so, so good. It is in 3rd person though, so if you are not a 3rd person fan, this probably won't work for you, but I did really love it. Okay, the next one that I have is The New Guy by Serena Bowen, another 5-star book that I read this year. This one came out, I don't know when it came out, February I think, and I had pre-ordered this book, so happy to have it. I did love this book. It's hockey, and one of the heroes is a single father, and I really, really loved it. It was so cute, although I do not love these new covers that Serena Bowen is doing. I know she's like going with the trends, but it's not my favorite. I do love the purple though, that's my favorite color. Next one that I have is this one, which is Captive of the Horde King by Zoe Draven. This one was gifted to me by Avery from Ava's Romance Books for hitting 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So thank you so much, Avery. That was so sweet of you. She is just the absolute sweetest and I love her to pieces. This book was actually on my top 22 of 2022 last year, and it is a alien romance, and I did actually buddy read this series with Avery, so it was perfect for her sending it to me. The next one is another alien romance, and that is this new one of Barbarian's Prize by Ruby Dixon. I am getting all of these covers when they come out. I just really like them. So these are the new, like, traditionally published of the Ice Planet Barbarian series. This one is the next one that I have to read, actually. So I haven't read this one, but I've read up to this one. So this is the next one that I have to read, but I'm excited. My best friend is like obsessed with these Ice Planet Barbarian books, and so I think that we're gonna buddy read this one. If she hasn't already read it, she might have already read it, but I have to ask her. But I'm excited to read it. Okay, the next ones are all ones that I got at Barnes & Noble while I was visiting my best friend in Maryland, and so the first one was this copy of Ever After Always by Chloe Leese. I had to pick this one up because Chloe Leese apparently lives right around where this Barnes & Noble was, and so it is actually signed. So that was super exciting. I am going to see Chloe Leese this year at a signing. She's going to be at Book Bonanza, and I'm so excited about it. But now I don't have to pack this one in my suitcase, and I can bring the rest of the series because I absolutely love this series. And this is actually the only one that I didn't have in the series, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So now I have the whole series, and I love this one. It's a marriage and trouble romance. It has great anxiety representation, and I would highly, highly recommend it if you haven't read Chloe Leese. And then I got Sin Bin by Tegan Hunter. Tegan Hunter is going to be at Wild and Windy in Chicago, and there is a bookmark in here. Tegan Hunter is going to be at Wild and Windy in Chicago, and this is a hockey romance of hers that I actually really, really loved. I think I gave it 4.5 stars, so I wanted to have a book for her to sign in Chicago, so I'm definitely going to bring that one for her to sign. And then the last books that I got at this Barnes & Noble were all of these Tate James books that I almost just dropped. All of these Tate James books. So if you don't know, I am a huge Tate James fan. I love Tate James books. And for Book Bonanza, Tate James is going to be there. And she is one of the main people, one of my top 5 people that I'm excited to see at Book Bonanza. And so I pre-ordered from her the first book in the Madison Kate series and the first book in the Hades series. I couldn't pre-order too many because just money-wise and everything. So I only pre-ordered those 2. But at this Barnes & Noble, they had the whole Madison Kate series and they had the whole Hades series. And I picked up books 2, 3, and 4 in the Madison Kate series. So I now have the whole Madison Kate series because I did pre-order book 1. And then I got book 2 in the Hades series. So now I just need 3 and 4. But I will probably bring one of these, if not 2 of them, depending on how much space is in my suitcase, to Book Bonanza, even though these are gigantic books, because I love Tate James and I want to have her sign them. So I'm a member of Barnes & Noble, so I had a discount, so I wanted them. And I had actually never seen Madison Kate books or Tate James books in general in Barnes & Noble, so I was very excited. So those were the last ones that I got, and I'm really, really excited for my signings this year, for all the books that I got. I have to find space on my shelves because I am out of space entirely. But yeah, that is all of the books that I've gotten so far this year, all of the physical books that I've gotten so far this year. So that is going to be it for this video. Please let me know down in the comments below what books that you've gotten recently and if you've read any of the ones that I've gotten. But that's going to be it, so I hope that you have the absolute best day. Bye!